The flicker rate on the television is very, very important. It was timed to be so many cycles per second, and it actually just meets with the brain patterns for an alpha state. When our brain sees it through our eyes, we start to adopt that flicker rate in our mind, and we go into a deep alpha state. Watch children and watch their mouths. They drop open. They won't hear their parents talking. They're hypnotized, in fact. Why would they give that particular flicker rate when they could have chosen of a whole variety of flicker rates? It wasn't an essential thing to have. So it was done for a purpose. It was meant to be hypnotic. It was meant to be used as a tool of propaganda and indoctrination, even through the guise of entertainment and so on. Let's talk about the effects of the alpha state first of all. Recent articles I've even read on the air from various science studies show you that even when you switch off television, you remain in that alpha state for maybe 45 minutes to an hour, sometimes longer, depending on how long you've been watching it. With high definition, again, why would a president of a country mandate that all TVs had to go high definition? Is it because he really cares so much about your happiness? And he wants better quality for you? Or is there another reason for it? Well, I'm sure the effects of the old flicker rates and what it did will also be incorporated in high definition, but with even more added benefits for bringing you into a complete hypnotic state.
Now watch as the populace of the United Kingdom Corporation are covertly conditioned for the coming food crisis and rationing.
Darling, if you're suddenly aware that your husband is on television talking to you, well, I'm sorry. But I don't want to do that massive weekly shop anymore. I don't want us to sit in that traffic jam anymore. Or queue for that car park when we could be walking in the park with the kids. I don't want to throw any more sausages away. I like sausages. I want to stay in bed on a Saturday morning and, you know, I want to hold hands, throw bread to ducks, and laugh at your fear of swans. I want us to fall asleep together on the sofa and wake up with a pile of kids on top of us. I want to pick you up and carry you off and feel like Monday morning is so far away we might as well be in outer space. Thanks for listening, gorgeous. I love you.
Only buy what you want when you want it. Great food within easy reach. At the Cooperative. Good with food.
Only buy what you want when you want it. Why would buying sausages in the weekly shop be buying more than you need? Haven't people got freezers anymore? Or is the electricity cut coming?
Darling, I forgive you for appearing on TV. See, I don't want to do the massive weekly shop anymore either. I want to go to the gym and leave you cooking boiled eggs and sodas for the kids. Get me nails done on the way home. If I'm going to sit in traffic, I want it to be for the fun fair. I want to hold hands on the beach, even if it's raining. And eat ice cream. Lots of ice cream. I don't want to wait an eternity for a parking space, only to buy stuff we won't need or eat, just like everyone else. Saturday afternoons should be for napping, although I'm not quite sure about, well, you know. I'll see you on Saturday, hubby. I'm looking forward to it already.
Only buy what you want when you want it. Great food within easy reach. At the Cooperative. Good with food.
Texie Mars has been highlighting for the last 12 years about the food crisis.
How can you bring down entire nations and cause people to grovel at your feet? I believe it's food. Food. It was Henry Kissinger, and I have a quote by Kissinger, who once stated, by controlling energy, we can control nations, and by controlling food, we can control individuals. Every animal in Europe is now being tagged with a microchip transponder around their necks. Not one cow will be left unchipped, says the European community. Not one cow, not one animal. The article it extolled all the great things about the new Terminator gene seeds. But then it says there is one problem. Scientists are not totally sure that once these crops are planted with these Terminator seeds, that bees and other insects that pollinate plants will not take the gene and spread it to other varieties of plant life. All of the trees, all of the wildflowers, all of the grasses, everything in nature. Could man make a terrible mistake through the Terminator gene?
Remember the cooperative's connection with the big society.
I have a quote by Kissinger, who once stated, by controlling energy, we can control nations, and by controlling food, we can control individuals.
Famine is here. If you're not getting ready, if you're not getting out of the dollar, if you're not getting yourself preparedness supplies, you're going to get a shock this year, because it's a controlled descent, according to George Soros. They want to descend the dollar. They don't want the public prepared for any disaster, whether it's a San Andreas fault line rupture here in California or the New Madrid. And I would put my bets that New Madrid will happen first. That they are not really preparing the population in any way, shape, or form for global famine, climate shift, or anything.